Thank you, Rachel. No, I can't see it happening. I really can't. There's an awful lot of police reports that go in on TikTok. I'm still waiting to be contacted. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Hi, Beth. Thank you, love. Can't wait. So I don't think that's going to happen. Do you? No, I don't think so. So that's been put to bed. It's all kicked off. Hi, Tara. It kicked off with Luke and Miss Red and swearing Shep, but I think that's been put to bed. Yeah, Moonlight, absolutely. Hopefully that's been put to bed. Hi, Chris. What else was there? Was something else as well. Hiya, Susan. Thank you, love. Dan's. Oh, I've got something to say about that, Emma. So Miss Orion has been live. Good evening, Tan. Has been live today. So I did. Hiya, Louie. How are you doing, darling? I did what any good awareness person does, and I sat and listened to the live so you didn't have to. Thank you, Louie. And I made notes because I thought, let's see how good your memory is. And it's not good. I can confirm. Oh, did you? Did you all sit and listen as well? That's what it sounded like, Dove. I couldn't possibly comment. Oh, I do. I love a bit of note taking. Very sad like that. I'm a woman of a certain age. We have to take these notes, we do. And I managed to fill, given that, the paper was moving, Evening Finley, as I was writing with the inner ear. Oh, I know it's rinse and repeat, Beth. I'll tell you now, Chris. Thank you, Finley. It was it was really quite funny. I really want to reach through the screen kind of a way, that's so funny. So yeah, there's the live today where they're getting hair products and all the healthy eating. I know, CJ, all the healthy eating that they're going to do, but they're having a pizza tonight. Evening roses, darling, but they're having a pizza. Thank you, J-Love. Having pizza tonight. Apparently the phone was in their pocket, but they were managing to read comments. I know, Laura, I know. Hiya, Kirsty. They're managing to read the comments, which I thought was quite clever. Only 4, Squeaky. Hi, Dan. You all right, sweetheart? Listen, chocolate, the essential ingredient, comes from a plant. That's salad as far as I'm concerned. Even though I don't eat it. Thank you, Rhea, love. So yeah, there's so much to unpick. Good. And milk. Dairy, exactly. Oh, probably CJ. Yeah, and I'm lacking in calcium apparently, so chocolate's good for me. There you go, Ali. Yeah. Vodka. Yeah. Get your starch in. Exactly. Oh, is it because of the angels? Yeah, see, very spiritual. Hi, Miss Boo Boo. Very spiritual. Wine, grapes. See? We're all women that know and men that know. No, Chief. Oh no, they've got food for the cat. And they got this more expensive stuff which they want to get the cat onto. Now, I don't know about anybody else, right? Oh, not anymore, Gemma. I have news about that. I don't know about anybody else, right? But I have seen it written somewhere that a pet, unless you actively, hi Betty, go out of your way to hurt them, will cozy up to the person who feeds them. Who knew? Oh, that person is responsible for the food. I'm going to be nice to that person. So everybody's saying, well, no, that's wrong. Elphaba saying, cat loves me, cat loves me. No, no. The cat considers you its source of food. That's completely different, right? Cat ain't stupid. The cat's not stupid, right? The cat knows, correct, Martata, the cat knows that you are the person responsible for feeding them. Exactly. Cats do have staff, yes. And I don't know about anybody else, and this might be me nitpicking. Exactly, Tree. Exactly that. Now, I've got a cat, right? And she's my husband's cat. And so he feeds her. So when she comes to me, oh, totally, Gemma. When she comes to me, she actually wants attention, right? It's not that she doesn't go to him for attention, but she comes to me. But it's very rare. It's very rare. Dogs, totally different matter. You know, they love everybody and everything, usually, if they're not small, Chihuahua shaped, normally. But if they're Labra, Rogue, I didn't name her, okay? Yes, they are Crow. My Labra idiot, Freya, yeah, loves everything and everyone until given a reason not to. Cats, all the way around. Right? So, I don't know whether it's just me, but I watch Body Language a lot. I really do watch Body Language a lot. Yeah, Betty, they do. And I don't know whether anyone's noticed. I know, Celine, I'm only messing. It's like, I really love my cat. Is it me? Has anyone else seen that? The body language is not comfortable, is it? It is weird, isn't it? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you've all said that. I honestly thought, am I just looking for rubbish? It looks so awkward. That does not look to me like somebody who is comfortable. Oh, good, I am glad. Thank you, Tracy. It is giving Bond villain, not gonna lie. It's just that, and then the cat had the head on Elphaba's hand, and Elphaba was like, "Oh, I really love her." Do you? I don't think so. Hi, Susie. Oh, I know, Tree. 100%. I totally agree with you. Oh, Rich. I'm working different angles at the moment. Hi, Salem. I'm working different angles at the moment. B, remind me to contact you, please, if you're still in here. I've got a different angle. I know, Red, yeah. Hey, Counterfeit, you all right? You're all right, sweetheart. You have weird and wonderful animals, Foxy. Yeah, totally agree. Now, they've said that the council have been round and they're quite happy. The landlord is the one that will be responsible for granting permission for the cat to be there, not the council. The council are responsible for the criteria, right, of getting them into the property. The landlord is responsible for what happens while they're there. I totally agree with you, Rad. I'm gonna have to agree with you. Yeah. I don't see any. It's not fluid. It's not spontaneous. It's not natural. It's not relaxed. Elphaba looks incredibly Alphaba looks incredibly uncomfortable with that cat, not gonna lie. Right? Now, I saw the live the other night. The woe is me. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, it is performative. You're absolutely right. I'm working on it, Amber. I'm working on it. But if Bee's in here, which I don't think she is. Hi, little legs. Thank you, darling. Yeah, if Bee's in here, you need to message me, Bee. I have a plan. Oh, yeah, eventually, Red, yeah. But the cat's quite young. I think didn't they say the cat was 18 months? 18 months? Did someone say the cat was in heat as well? 13 months. Hi, Minnie, thank you. It was the cat's time of year. Well, no, Mad Hatter, I haven't. Oh, Susie, yeah, I've seen it. It is Salem. Right, okay. Chances of the cat being spayed? Anyone? I'll go with 0. Correct. Oh, Moonlight, no. Not having that, no. Correct, Bunny, yes. Oh, CJ. Hi, Chucky. No, of course not, Rhea. Of course not. No. We have homeless cats. We don't need any more. Amber, that absolutely fills me. That actually makes me feel a bit sick. Hi, Sarah, love. Do you know what, Tree? You are a responsible cat owner. I say owner, you know what I mean. No, not having that. Nah. I'll kidnap that cat before that happens. Hi, RG. No, I'm not having that, Tree. I'm not having it. Nah, that's not happening. Oh, no, I didn't, Zach. They're talking about having kittens from the cat, Debbie. Oh, Flick, I'm already halfway there, my love. And where's the cat going, Zach? Is the cat going with them? Oh, I just can't. I can't. Exactly, Salem. I can't. Anyway, I don't know whether that's any better, Tracy, not going to lie. Oh, I don't know. So Alphaba was on live in the evening. Was it Sunday evening? Monday evening? I can't remember. No, they were scrubbing off the green paint, so whatever night that was. Whatever night that was, didn't have a shower or anything, just a wipe. Thank you, Kazza. Thank you, TikToker. Yeah, Dove, I did. Monday night, was it? Right. Sorry, I missed that. Hang on. Oh, bless you, Maine Coon. Mrs. Maine Coon. Hey, lost the plot. Do you think so, Mad Hatter? Oh, today? Thank you, darling. Today? Evening, Crazy. All right, darling. I'm not too bad. Oh, thank you, Jay. That cat's better looked after. But no, I haven't. No. Thank you, Dream, darling. Hi, Joanne. Good evening, Catnip. Thank you, Mr. Alex. Sorry, I'm just... G'day, Al. You all right? Oh, did you flick? Good. Oh, Mad Hatter. Oh, I'll have to go and investigate. Thank you, Ames. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Dove. I'll have to go and investigate after the live. You all right, Psychic? Oh, thank you, Louis. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, they were good. Alphabet was trying to get this green paint off, which, could easily have been done. Thank you, Lost the Plot. That looked like a target on my head. Yeah, all right, Jebra, love. I'm good. Hey, Froggy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Evening, Tracy, darling. Good evening, my Luke. Thank you, Alice. Oh, hey, we won't have any death stares in the comments. Thank you. Are you all right? Budgeted. Thank you, Psychic, darling. So yeah, they were on a live. Oh God. I'll message you later, sweet. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I've gone all shiny again. You take care, my love, okay? I'll be thinking of you. Thank you, sweetheart. Popping in. Yeah. No, they were on a live Monday, and they were saying that they just want to be liked. I'm so sorry. I wish I could go back and change my digital footprint. I could tell my younger self, blah, 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 blah. Hi, Nicola. Oh, Trey. And I thought, exactly, Amber. I'm not going to lie, I had a tiny second of going, exactly, Mr. Degaff, right? So I thought, well, let's see. And where are we now? Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? 36 hours later. So Linda. First of all, this Jenny that approached Alphaba. Oh, I know. 100% that, Trey, yeah. Miss... The Jenny that went and approached Alphaba. First of all, Alphaba said Jenny was shouting. Thank you, Jane. No, she wasn't. Then Alphaba said that she had said that she was sorry and, she didn't mean to trigger her daughter, etc., etc. Thank you, Jane. And they had a conversation, and then Alphaba walked away. Thank you, Signal, darling. You're all right, Signal. And then, oh, yeah. Oh, God. Thank you, Sarah. I know, Susan. Thank you. I'm trying not to get upset because I'll get dizzy. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. It's not. Hi, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Oh, Louis. Exactly, Signal. I know. Thank you, Dove. Thank you, Daniel. Best wishes to you. Oh, Jebra, right. I don't know what everybody else's experience of a narcissist is. Ah, okay. I don't know what everybody else's experience of a narcissist is, but then thank you, Ali, darling. Hey, Andrea. Oh, thank you, Jane. You all right, Ali? For me, my experience of a narcissist is somebody that talks in circles. Oh, yeah, Tree, yeah. But talks in circles, so just when you think you've grasped the meaning of what they say, it switches up again. So, thank you, Claire, darling. Oh, yeah, Froggy. But it switches up again, so their reality, they pull you into their reality. So, and they believe what they're saying. Oh, Nicola. Hope you're all right, love. Good night, Laura. Yeah, CLA is very good. Very good at doing that. Oh, yeah, Bunny, we always are. Thank you, Jilly. We always are in the wrong, but that's how they erode reality so that their reality becomes yours, right? So, today, hi, Lord Stew, you're right. Today, they said, Elphaba said that they'd had this discussion and she DM'd her later and all of that stuff, right? On Monday, jolly good, Lord Stew. On Monday, Elphaba said when Jenny approached her, Elphaba walked away. Because they're so... Aren't you proud? Hi, Sam. Aren't you proud? Aren't you proud of me? I walked away. So, did you speak to Jenny, Elphaba? Or did you walk away? Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Beth. Because... Oh, bless you. Thank you. Because it can't be both. Because no one saw you speak. Yeah. He skulked away. Absolutely. Absolutely. So this is what I don't understand. Thank you, Tracy. We have seen the TikTok. Please tell me where you said all that stuff. I'm going to go with you didn't. You know, just my opinion based on what I've seen. Yeah, Sam, yeah. Yeah, today they were saying that they'd had... correct, Moonlight. Thank you, Lynn. Hiya, Kay. Today they said they'd had a conversation. The cat is literally saving their life. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, today's version of, yeah, it never happened. Evening, midnight, you all right, love? So they was, oh, of course, yeah. They were saying today that, thank you, Midnight Darling, they were saying today that they were saying that they're transitioning next year. So it's all going to go down next year. Thank you, Squeaky. Thank you, Moonlight. It's all going to go down next year. And they are absolutely transitioning. Now, thank you, Yogi Love. You're right, honey. Has Alex been live today? I haven't seen Alex. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Yogi. Oh, Daniel, if his life depended on it. Oh, I didn't see. I mean, I saw Alex at like 2 a.m, but that was... Hi, Lisa. Yeah, we're not going to know. They're not going to say anything, but they're not yet exactly, Ali, right? So the comments were saying things like, but you've had thousands of pounds. Thank you, Nana Karen. You've had thousands of pounds to transition. Dream. Yeah, I'd quite like to know that as well. Hi, Mel. I have an inner ear infection, which is joyous. Thank you, Signal. Not going to lie. I'm lying. Thank you, Tanya. It's not joyous. It's weird. So when they were pulled up in the comments, when they were told, but you've had thousands of pounds, all El Fibber would say is, yes, but, right? Thank you, Belle. Oh, thank you, Nicola, darling. Yes, but. I went with... Oh, don't tell me that, Froggy. Oh, I've got a spray. Thank you, Signal. I'm all right. It's weird. I was getting dizzy lying down. It was bizarre. You know after you've had a little bit too much to drink. I'm going back 20 years. And you're lying there and it feels like and you're going, whoa, the room's moving. It's like that. It's like bursts of that. It's bizarre. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on. I've been to Gender GP. Hiya, Cubs to Love. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, I would hate that. I would hate that. Apparently, Lord Stu. But do you know what they said? Evening. Do you know what El Fibber said? Thank you, Tanya, for the treasure box. Oh, Spencer. Thank you, Gemma. Apparently, they went out and bought a designer, a Gucci something or a Louis Vuitton something, right? And then when they showed their audience, I bought this, they then got more gifts because people wanted them to go out and buy more designer stuff. Hi, Kaz. I've been to the doctors and everything, had a shower, knackered. That is exactly what El Fibber said today. I know. I was like, I'm sorry, can you say that again? So yeah, people weren't giving them money. Oh, I'm all right, Lisa, don't worry. People weren't giving them... Hi, Tina, you all right, sweetheart? People weren't giving them money, right? Thank you, Tina. Oh, you're welcome, Louie. Thank you, Shazza, darling. They weren't giving them money for their... Thank you, Hayley. Not for transitioning, for designer gear. Because someone... Inner ear infection, Tina. Exactly, Jebra. Right? So, they went on about Gender GP. Again. Of course, gear, yeah. Again. Oh, and the long hair. Because, if I get mine cut, I'm male. Anyway, so that was what they said. And Gender GP, I signed up for Gender GP. I signed up for Gender GP. The receipts are there. I've got receipts. The equivalent of my mum will tell you. And I'm sat there thinking, Gender GP, 4 to 5 years ago. Not really. I don't think so. Would it be all right if people tap the screen for me, please? Thank you. It just pushes the live. It is mathing. It's English in at this point, honestly. So, I thought, right, and you might need to correct me, but I didn't think that Gender GP was a thing 5 years ago. That could have been me, right? That could be me. Thank you, CJ. But didn't EQ, when they were friends, thank you, Shazza and Alice, when they were, thank you, Rufus, when they were friends, didn't EQ do all the research and stuff? Thank you, RG. Do all the research and tell them all about Gender GP and how to do the Gender GP thing. Exactly, and 5 years ago wouldn't have been 18. And I'm sure it was 4 to 5 years ago that they got all the money, because I've been on here since, yes, I have. Yes, Lord Stew. Thank you, Matt. But I've been on here 3 years, and they'd already had the money for transitioning by then. Well spotted, Naomi. Thank you, Andrea. Right. So that makes no sense to me. Hi, Serafina. That makes no sense to me at all. You tried to get hormones with gender GP back when you got the money for transitioning. Yeah, I'm going to call no. No, you didn't. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Tina, love. So that's not true, right? You were saying that Gender GP had scammed you out of, was it 500 quid or £1,000? You've had, yeah. Hi, Dan. Oh, bless you. Yeah. YOLO, Dan, tell you. 1,500 quid, right. So out of all the tens of thousands of pounds you've had, you're saying that you spent £1,500 on Gender GP. And at that point you were floored. You could do no more. Okay. So then we move on to a couple of people have already mentioned. Elphibber. Do you remember a couple of weeks back when you sat and said that you needed to get hormones privately without the involvement of the medical profession? Because I then went on to tell you about the importance of blood tests, right? To make sure that you were safe. But did I not tell you that? Because I had to go at you for asking your minor audience to point you in the right direction. Thank you, Tanya. Of hormones. I know I did, because I remember, right? And did you not say, and I didn't pass my mental health? But now, oh, you're joking, Lord Stew, that's ridiculous. And now you're saying that you are definitely transitioning next year. Thank you, June. But you were saying, were you not, that because people were saying make sure you do it through the NHS or through medical professionals, and you said absolutely, you have to do it through medical professionals. Okay. But you didn't pass the mental health checks. You were refused because of your mental health, correct? So my question to you, Elphibber, is which one are we going with? Are we going with hormones that are not necessarily obtained the right way with periodic blood testing? Or are we going with, I can't transition because I failed the medical health section, right? What are we doing? Then you only wanted, thank you, Midnight, you don't want all of the surgery, which I completely understand. Not got an issue there at all. I totally get as well that your journey is your own. Thank you, Anna. Your journey is your own. You can take as long as you like. Yes, Len. However, you have made no effort, and you have earned a lot of money by telling people you wanted to transition. So, hi, Scouse. They didn't, Betty. They have already said on a live that they didn't. You all right, Cardi, darling? So, you know what? I really don't like inconsistencies. If you're going to be an outright liar, You're all right, Donna. If you're going to be an outright liar, please be consistent. Thank you, Donna. Hi, Claire. Oh, yeah, right. Be consistent. It's really tiring. I couldn't write fast enough to keep up with you were spouting. Thank you, Kylie, darling. Hi, Vic. Kushkan. I've got an inner ear infection. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jackie. You're right, lovely. Hi, Claire. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Oh, absolutely, Betty. They don't have a passport, Patsy. Hi, JD. Thank you, JD. Yeah, all right, sweet. Hi, Joe. Exactly, Spencer. Kate! Yeah, all right, sweet. Yeah, Jackie, I've been here. I was last here. I have no idea. Potentially. I don't know. Sunday. Hi, Katie. My ear hurts, Kate, since the doctor had a look in it. I'm good, Joe. How are you? Have you had a good day? Would someone with autism have to have a question to translation? Oh, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, actually. Oh, really, Fliss? I know, Flick, honestly. I think it was Monday, wasn't it? Hi, Kat. It wasn't hurting before I went to the doctor's, Vic. Hi, Laura. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Good. That's all right then. No, Amber, I totally agree. It will, Joe. I'm sure it will. I've got a spray thingy, which is really weird. Thorough, Doc, I think is what the doctor would say. But they're not careful, are they? Cubster, it's very unpleasant. Not gonna lie. Oh. Oh, hi, Fiona. Please tell me that. Our sort of special, Kate. Clove of garlic. My husband will love that. I've sent an invitation. Oh my God. Please don't answer that. They are, Katie. I haven't had one for years. Anyway, so yeah, if you're gonna fib, please can you be consistent? It's really tiring, Alphibber. It really is tiring, right? So you got the money to transition because you asked for money to transition, but then you bought a designer gear and then everybody gifted you based on they wanted you to have designer gear. That's what you've basically told the audience today. Hello, Luke. Are you back? Thank you, Beth. Thank you, CJ. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, K-Love. And Tubby, thank you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Lynn. I don't get it. I don't understand. People did not. Thank you, budgeted. Thank you, Dream. People did not want. Hi, Sarah. Want you to. Oh, who said evening? Yeah. Oh, I said evening. Never mind. Did not want you to have designer gear. They were giving you money to transition. That is all. Hi, Karen. That is all. Right? So to sit there, thank you, Alice, to sit there and tell your now audience, bearing in mind that audience, no, unblock Kate, please, that audience that you did scam the money off has grown up. So you're on your new set of kids now, aren't you? So you can tell them exactly what you like, because they're not going to believe you. They're not going to doubt you, are they? Thank you, labelling. They're not going to doubt you. Trouble is, most of us have been here a lot longer, right? Crazy saying Banshees, okay. Thank you, Hayley. It just said you'd blocked them, but I've not had an issue, unless you have. Thank you, Rufus. Oh, Naomi, yeah. Oh, no, Lord Stew. Really? Thank you, Kate. So, yeah, you this is what frustrates me, and this is right. So a lot of people say, you know, why can't you just let them get on with it? And this is why. I bet it goes in that shower that they use all the time as well. But this is why. Hi, Mel. This is why. Because the audience that you conned previously have grown up. And you're now on the new lot of minors coming through. This is why we don't let it go. This is why we raise awareness. Can I say, because there was a real intelligent person having a pop, in fact, I don't know whether anybody saw it, having a pop at, hi Naomi, not too bad, thank you, darling. Having a pop at the awareness communities. And when somebody had tagged awareness people in that particular post, this creator said thank you to them. The person was like, they're all awareness creators. So, and then continued to have a conversation like, why don't we leave? Oh, Kate, darling. Oh, bless you. Why don't we leave Alphaba alone? Why don't we give them a chance and let them crack on? Because despite the soft voice, despite that I just want to be liked, right? It's still conning you. They are still scamming you. Daniel, don't. Didn't Elphaba melt underwater? Absolutely. Oh, God, really? Did you do it? A house fell on another one, didn't they? Not that I'm recommending anybody break a thoroughly decent house. You know, that would be... What? It's a great way to thank contributors by addressing them during... I always do. Thank you very much. That's just rude. Bear with. Oh, Lordy. Oh, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I'm just, honestly, I cannot be bothered. This is making me feel slightly sick. Wait a second. That's whatever. Just ignore this, please. I've just put it up because, you know, why not? There you go. They were the first ones that were on the thingy. I'm all right, mum of two. Inner ear infection. Random words, yeah. That's what I think I'm talking currently. I can't even remember what I was talking about. I know it was Alphaba, but I don't know what else. Thank you, Gillian. Yeah. So, yeah, it was the audience's fault for gifting. Hi, Gothic. You're right, lovely. come back to me in a minute. Really, please. Why we all keep doing awareness, right? It is because the new audience coming in are not aware, right? And unfortunately, Elphaba is getting better. I am, darling, is getting better. Hiya, Sam. Is getting much better at the conning. Did anyone hear Elphaba state over the, thank you, Sam, over the butter knife incident, that they had done it to get back at the awareness. They wanted the awareness community to hurt, to feel bad. Right? Yeah. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Jessie. How are you doing, Jessie? Hi, Holly. I'm good, thank you. So now tell me that was spontaneous. That was a spontaneous act brought on by the moment, right? Because they then went on to say that they were so weighed down by all of the hate, etc., that was what we'd driven them to. No. That was, didn't we tell you, all planned. Down to the account that they were on. Yeah. Right? So they knew if they got a banana on that account, it wouldn't matter. But then said, they wanted to hurt the awareness community. And this is why we are still here. Thank you, Vic, darling. We are still here raising awareness on this individual, Elphaba. Hi, Jazza. This is why we're still here, right? And if anybody saw my comment, thank you, Serafina. Oh yeah, thank you, Jazzy. If anyone saw my comment was this. Thank you, Vic. We are still here raising awareness, right? And Elphaba, you have said that you just want to be liked. You just want people to think you're lovely, right? Number one, stop lying. You lie on every live. Every single one. Number two, if you are genuine about wanting to be a decent person, you need off social media, not just TikTok, not just like live streams, definitely, but you want off social media and you need to sort your life out, right? Better yourself, which you cannot do whilst you're on social media, because that requires 100% of your focus, right? You also said that if you had seen anybody doing that on a live, you would have reached out to them regardless of whether you like them or not. That's not true. If you had that as a base instinct, you would have stopped and you would have spoken to that mother. Because the idea of what your behaviour did to trigger her daughter would have made you feel awful and you would have had a conversation. So that's not true. You said you want people to reach out to you. We have. This is what you don't seem to understand. The awareness community, various people in it, have reached out to you several times. And you have done what? You have done, absolutely, but you have done what? Nothing, apart from screech at us, right? Condemned us. We've offered help. Some of us have contacted the police for welfare checks. So to sit there and say that we don't care, why do you think we do this? Oh, we care. Right? We even care about you. Some of us do. Not me, not going to lie. right? So we have reached out to you many, many times, and you throw it back in our faces. So what's the point? But you will sit there and you will tell your audience that we are the bullies, that we are the ones that are trying to make your life miserable. Every action has a reaction, right? We don't look for this stuff. No, we don't look for it. We pay attention to what you say, and then we go, well, that's not true, and that's not true, and that's not happened. Oh, I know, Stella, right? And we call it out. We call it out because you are fleecing your minor community for money. Now, the person that you used, the wicked premier. Right, number one, nobody waved at you. Nobody waved at you. Paparazzi didn't know who you were. You stood out because you're about 6'2" and you were painted green and you were about 7 foot with the hat, right? So if you were photographed, thank you, Mrs. Unknown, darling. Here we go. It's all right. The minions are out again. Oh, when you're ready. Try harder. Yeah, all right, Mrs. Unknown. Try harder. Right? So if you were photographed, hi Vicky, hi Jan, if you were photographed, yeah, it was because you were very noticeable. You stood out. Thank you, Nikki, darling. You're right. You were on Facts today. Fat freak. Like them. He likes you. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Thanks. Hush. Ariana, oh no, Mrs. Unknown. I've got to though because of the lies. Thank you, Jan. Ariana didn't wave at you. Right? You were saying I'm not bad. I know. You were saying that that you somebody said that you stalked Alphaba. And you said, no, I didn't. I went to the stage door. Nothing wrong with that. I really support Laura. Right. So you didn't stalk her. She didn't make a complaint. Oh, bless you, Vicky. I'm sorry, darling. Oh, did he, Janine? Welcome. Correct, Stevie. Yeah. Correct, Nikki. So, but you didn't stalk Laura. No. Oh, Vicky. Would you like us to pull up the proof that says you did? Oh, right? Because we have it all. We have all of the receipts. So yes, you did. Right? You made her feel very uncomfortable. Now let's talk about two things they will never get, Mrs. Unknown. Now let's talk about why you can't attend any sort of premiere that has Universal attached to it, right? And Wicked attached to it. Should we talk about that? Because we've got receipts for that as well. Thank you, Nana. We've got receipts for that as well. Because you're blacklisted. And you're sitting there going, I'm not blacklisted. I'm not black. Yes. Yes, you are. Absolutely got a ban. So you were allowed to stand outside the cinema or wherever it was, right? because that's public property. But you're not allowed inside. When are you going to understand? They don't want to be associated with you. And I know that probably hurts. Before, Emma. Before. They were blacklisted. Does anybody remember when Talia said that she had tickets to go to the premiere? Right, well, Talia said she had tickets to go to the first premiere, right? And she offered a ticket she was going to go, and then Elphaba, after months of not speaking to Talia, contacted Talia and said, have you got tickets? Have you got tickets? Have you got tickets? Right? To which Talia was like, wow, hi. Anyway, after much discussion, Talia said she was going to invite Elphaba. So she contacted the organisers to say, it'll be me and this person, right? It is true, yeah. And the organisers of said event, thank you, Shona love, right, said no. Because Elphaba was already known. So they said, no, thank you, Shell. No, you can't go. Not only can she not go, but you can't go. Because you're associated with her. So they banned them from going, pair of them. Now, Talia wasn't blacklisted to the best of my knowledge. You're all right, Shell. To the best of my knowledge, Talia wasn't blacklisted. But Elphaba was. From any and all events. Future events. Which is why you got dressed up. You got dressed up and deliberately tried to get attention from people that you are not supposed to be around. And the only reason you weren't escorted away from there is because you were in a public place. Right? So stop telling people. I know. Stop telling people lies. You are blacklisted. You will never get to see the premiere. We can pull up receipts, Elphaba, anytime you want. Anytime. And this is what I don't understand about you. The awareness community has everything. We have all of the proof. I think so, Celine. Shell. So you attached yourself to somebody, didn't you, at this premiere? Somebody in a wheelchair? And you wonder why we raise awareness. Because it's always the vulnerable in the community that you go for, isn't it? But you dress it up as, I was just trying to help. I was just trying to do this, that and the other. I know, same, Catherine. Right? But it's not though, is it? It's deliberate. You could have latched onto anybody, but you chose somebody in a wheelchair. Hi, Valiant. And now that person wants nothing to do with you. Oh, I know, Rhea. You're right, Tay, love. Nothing to do with you. Because they've had their friends in alive telling them, oh yeah, Grendel. Yeah. Thank you, T, darling. I think this person followed them on TikTok. Thank you, T. Oh, Stella, honest to God. And as somebody in their chat said, when I was 21, I had 2 jobs and was buying a house. There are 21-year-olds who are serving in the armed forces. There are 21-year-olds who are paramedics, firemen people, whatever they are. Yeah, because this person's, a couple of people have said to this, I think is it Lana Del Rey, I think her TikTok name is? Exactly, Nikki. Thank you, Valiant. Exactly, Nana Karen. Right? This, yeah, Lana, yeah. Well, she's been spoken to, and they've said, same Vic, and they said, listen, this is what this person is. Wow, Anna, that's amazing. Exactly, Shell. Exactly, Spencer, right? So these people were saying, this is who this person is. Right? Wow. This is who this person is. And she said, I don't want anything to do with Alphabet. I'm very, very sorry. I am not about that side of TikTok. I don't want to be. Oh, Rhonda, we've already been on that ride, love. Alphabet reported me for harassment in 2023. I know, Zach. Do you know what came of that? Nothing. Hi, Fred. Doe. Absolutely nothing. Not a thing. I was doing a live, and you know the minions, they like to run between lives. Thank you, Coops. So they were running between lives and said, oh, this person's cam-2ing you. So they put, I wasn't cam-2ing, they were talking about you. So they started cam-2ing me, and Alphabet went in on me. You wouldn't believe. You know, the usual, oh, you're old. You're, I know, Nikki, you're old. Don't you need your nurse to put you to, you know, all of that sort of stuff. And then claimed that I was harassing them, despite the fact that they went on at me for about an hour. You know, a bit like Delulu. You know, when Delulu said it was bullying and harassment and talked about me for an hour and a half that night, and I think again in the morning. Oh, and she's reported me to the police as well. You know. And just for anybody else that's in here that wants to come at me and say, I can't believe you reported them to social services, I didn't. I didn't report Delusive Angela or Sheila to social services. I reported to the safeguarding team at social services. Completely different. So anybody else wants to say, I'm phone happy, etc. Never done it before. Right? Probably will never do it again. Hi, Pot Noodle. I was safeguarding your mother, which is your job, not mine. So do your job as a daughter, and I won't have to. There you go. So anyone else wants to say to me, can't believe you reported it to social, I didn't. I didn't. I would. Sheila's got competency. The social services aren't going to do it. No, because I didn't report them to social services. And even her own enablers, sorry, friends, told her that they had heard Sheila say, you're not supposed to stream my voice on a live. Adult social services told you. So it was the safeguarding team. Okay? If you're going to talk about me, please use facts. Facts are your friend. Okay? But according to you, I've done everything to Delusive. Everything that happens to Delusive, or had happened to Delusive, up until that weekend, was all down to me. Who knew I had so much clout on this app? So, I just wanted to throw that out there, because people are still coming for me in the comments. And it's amazing, because they're following me. So they will have seen my TikToks. In fact, I went into Whose live did I stumble into last night? It was the one with Alex. I know. It was the one with Alex and Hayley Comet, right? And I went in there and I was in the comments, and Corey Wilde was in there, and it was quite funny actually, because he said, "I know you had to go at me." And Alex and Hayley were saying, "Oh, we really like Jojo." And I said, "Yeah, I was having a go at you, but I also stuck up for you when Angie was talking about your nan." So, right? And there was a woman in the comments saying, "Jojo's too fond of her phone." So I clicked on a profile following me. And I thought, should I say something to her? And I thought, no, I'm not going to say anything, because this is not my live. I'm not going to bring drama to somebody else's live, right? But for you, and you know who you are, you don't report people on the phone anymore. It's not 1952. You can go online, which is what I did. Oh, did you? It wasn't just me, was it? It wasn't just me. I'm so glad you saw that, Crazy. Because I just thought, because everybody thinks I reported, even Angela still thinks I reported it to social services. I didn't. Drives me potty. Sorry, if you could talk about me by all means, but use facts. That's all I ask. You know, you can think whatever you like about me, but at least tell the truth. Oh, I did know the address because she put it out herself anyway. And then sat there, and do you know what was funny, Nikki? DWP, right? I hadn't reported to DWP, hadn't reported, and she sat there and told the entire of her live what she gets it for. I don't know what she gets it for, how long she's had it, that she gets carers, she's had a free boiler fitted, and that she's not Sheila's carer. I was like, wow. Should we give her another shovel? Unbelievable. So yeah, people are still coming for me. So you know what? Move on, because I have. But yeah, if you're going to stir with facts. Hi, Moira. Not too bad at all. Right. As for you, Elphibber, you are blacklisted. You are blacklisted from those events. Yeah. Right? And you know you are because you've been told repeatedly. I don't know, Zach. Apparently for Sheila, I think. I'm not sure. Honestly, I've moved on from there. That was last week. I've eaten since then. So it's like, you know you're blacklisted. You know you are. You know you stalked. Thank you, Lisa. That was it Laura Pick? You stalked her. Evening, Lisa. All right, Craigie. And we have all the receipts. Elphaba, we have all of the receipts. Probably. Right? Oh, they always watch me. They watch all of us, all of the awareness community, to see what we're saying about them. Oh, pot noodle. I don't know. Thank you, Andrea, darling. You're right. Hi, CJ. Still in... Yeah, B, you need to message me, please. It's so the council are responsible for the thank you, pot noodle, for putting them through the system, but it's the landlord that's responsible for what's going on in there. Yeah, I've had an interesting message from somebody that wants to help, but it's the landlord that's responsible for what's going on. When you phone them, and I have phoned them, they tell you that oh, totally, Jackie. Oh. Interesting. I can't remember what I was saying. Shampoo or something. Oh, the minions get everywhere. They get everywhere. They love to. But this is the thing, right? So the Observer quite often records my lives, or clips of my lives. I realise, they watch me. They watch. This is Alphaba. They watch Stormy, Banbird. Alphaba watches us all because they want to know what we know. Well, I'll give you a hint, Alphaba. We know what you tell us, and then we know what you're lying about, right? Because we keep notes, we keep evidence. So you saying I'm going to transition next year, I'm just not going to tell anyone. You won't know when I'm on hormones. No, you're absolutely right. We won't know you're on hormones because nothing will change. Thank you, Wandering Darling. You're all right. Nothing will change. And now you're going to do it medically, are you? Despite the fact that you told us that your mental health, you didn't pass. So you weren't entitled to start on the transitioning pathway. Correct? I also noticed you've dropped the I'm clearly autistic. And we're going with ADHD now, are we? I'm undiagnosed ADHD. Is that right? But we've already debunked that. You're on the pathway, aren't you? You're on the waiting list, aren't you? Yeah. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh, no. Oh, did they, Jazza? Well, at the moment, evening, Kaz. At the moment, they're saying they're on the autism waiting list. No, you're not. No, you're not. Debunk that. I've debunked that. And this is why awareness like this is so important, because we cannot, as an awareness community, reach out to minors. We can't. We have to reach the parents or the family, friends of the minors. Right? Not going to get it, Craigie. Not a chance. Oh, completely, Mrs. Unknown. Yeah. We cannot. Hi, Pommy Andy. You're right, darling. They cannot. You are not on the waiting list. You are not on the pathway to diagnosis for autism. No, you're not. Right? First of all, wrong area. Yeah. Wrong area. You're not in Ealing. You're not in Ealing. You're in Enfield. You're right, Julie. Right? Thank you, Mickey, love. You're in Enfield. You're not in Ealing. So because you've moved, you would have to begin the process again. You're not registered with a GP. Evening, Mickey. I did just say that. Sorry. Inner ear infection. Yeah, you're not registered with the GP. So where did your referral come from? To get on the waiting list, you have to have a triage. You have to be triaged, right? So you have to go through. Thank you, Mickey. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's given me an idea for my next makeup. No. You have to be triaged. You have to be assessed, right? Then you get a letter to say you're on the waiting list. There is no way, absolutely, hi James, absolutely no way you're on a waiting list. Nah, not happened, not happening, right? And as you aren't registered with the GP, but you've gone up on your sertraline, have you? Not too bad, James. Got inner ear infection, so that's a bit. But you're not registered with a GP. So how have you managed to get and go up on sertraline? Wow, Vicky, honestly. So how have they increased your sertraline? Yes, James, it has. How's that happened then? It's all right. George has been shown the exit. Clearly got stuck in here and didn't know how to get out. Exactly, Ali. I was interviewed for my child to get a diagnosis. No. Oh, Craigie, do you know what? I wish somebody would tell Alphabet to Google the male symptoms and not the female. Mental health team would not prescribe sertraline. Of course you can, Susie. Yeah, Bear. Oh, the Googling is next level. Honestly, if Googling was a profession, they'd be very good at it. You know, they're clearly good at research in the wrong thing. Thank you, Grandel. You got told to ring the crisis team. Bless you, darling. Nobody's act. That's the silly thing. You do, Pot Noodle. They are so stretched. Bless them. Sorry, just... Exactly. Here's a one bit. You take care, Kate, my love. Yes, Clara. Hang on. Talking about masking. Masking. The thing is, you will get, Craigie, if you haven't got a GP, say you've moved to the area, so you haven't got a GP yet, and you can't get an appointment for 3 weeks, but you need something, you can get a month's worth of antidepressants, very low dose, from an online GP. But then they will tell you must go to a GP, register to claim any more. So, and be assessed properly, because the lowest dose of sertraline is not going to do, considering it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get into your system, right? The online GP is erring on the fact that you maybe do have depression. So by the time you get to a GP and they say yes or no, you've either got in a build up in your system that can be topped up, or not enough in your system that it's going to make a massive difference if you stop taking them. So this whole, you know, and now I'm on 100 milligram. From where? From where? That's the other thing Alphabet doesn't seem to understand, right? Most of us in the awareness community have issues of our own, mental health, disability, we have life experience, we have age on our side. You cannot pull the wool over our eyes, and that is why it's so frustrating, because Alphabet is able to do that to their audience, because most of them are minors. Oh, bless you, Karen. I know, Spencer, I know. Evening, Tony, love. I know, Rhea. Oh, Sharon, I'm so sorry, darling. It must be exhausting. Oh, apparently they're getting talking therapy now, Lisa. I mean, this, honestly, you can... Oh, I bet, Pot Noodle, I bet. The thing is, right, I could go online. Thank you, T, darling, you're right. I could go online right now, right, and I could Google the symptoms of an inner ear infection, okay? But I'm just, you know, let's just say, L-fibber, right? Let's just say I could Google the symptoms of an inner ear infection, right? Tell you what I can't do. That's not got any information. I can't, there you go. So I can sit here and say to you, I've got an inner ear infection because I've got this symptom and that symptom and the other symptom, right? But I can't prove it. So, and I haven't been diagnosed with it. I've just Googled it. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Rubes. You're all right, love. Right? I've Googled it. Doesn't mean I have it. Kyla, when did Alphabet say they were mentally stable? That's a genuine question. When did they say they were mentally stable? Because for weeks they've been nuts. Tonight. Number one, can't stand the use of the words nuts. I hate it. Right? As far as I'm concerned, people are not nuts. People have varying varying degrees of mental health, right? Some good, some bad, some fair to middling, depending, right? Oh, Coops, honest to God. So no one with mental health, poor or otherwise, are nuts. Hi, Louisa, darling. It's a personal thing. I just don't. I used to get called it, and I don't like it, right? I don't like the term happy pills. That used to be thrown in my face as well, and I don't like that. So, hi, Lisa. Hang on. What was that? Sorry, did you say something, Far? I missed that. Thank you for that, sorry. I can't see what did Far say? Oh, it drives me nuts. Oh, yes, CJ, absolutely, the crash is coming. Oh, thank you, Rubes. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Oh, hang on, I can't see your name. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, Bobbles. Really? Of course you did. Yeah, of course you did. They can't answer you because they don't have an answer. Thank you, Rubes. What did Far say? Sorry, I missed what you said, love. Can you let me know what you said? No, there is no... They are not registered with a GP. They are not registered with a GP. I can promise you that. The fact that they're in London means there's access to several different sorts of clinics, like there is in the rest of the world. There'll be walk-in centres. Tonight. Correct, Kirsty. No, I'm all right, Pommy. I've got inner ear infection, so I'm feeling a bit. Ugh. No, not registered the cat. No. Oh, bless you. Right. So the S-baiting is happening again. What was the name of the ADHD screening test place thingy? Screening test place. The online one, or the you have to be a bit more specific. Oh, the blank screen is... Right. Take care, Pommy. Good night, darling. I'm assuming the screen... Yes, the screen recorders are screen recording. Oh, bless you, Lisa. Oh, I hope it happens quickly for him, darling. Good night, Jackie, love. Spartan, are you monitoring? What's happening? Evening, Anne. Thank you, Anne, love. Right. ADHD does not make you spend money like it's going out of fashion. Thank you, LJ. Right? Autism doesn't make you have a tantrum. Thank you, Lisa. Absolutely, Joanne. Right? Doesn't make you have a tantrum, which is what you're having, by the way. They're not meltdowns. They're proper paddies. That's what I used to call them. Having depression does not make you mental or nuts. All of those things. Hi, Andy. Exactly, Jackie. All of those things are conditions, and what you have is personality. It's your character, which means there are no pills to fix it. There is no please, Mr. DeGraff, please. Oh, absolutely there is. But you know what, Shelley? That's because you have... There is a difference, right? Exactly, Valiant. There is a difference between spending money on the thing that is your focus, right? Let's not forget, we were spending money on perfume 2 weeks ago because that was our special interest. How long did that last? Hi, Poppy. How long did that last? Less than 10 days. Less than 10 days. Right? And I know special interests come and go. Thank you, Kay. Right? They come and go. And they may be quick and they may not be. I'm not too bad, Poppy. But a special interest, can I just tell you, right? You would know the ingredients of the perfume. You would know where they were manufactured. You would know everything about them without taking them out of the packet. Right? Everything. You'd know everything. My child, special interest, funnily enough, was tanks. They knew everything about every tank from World War II, and I mean everything, down to what sort of tracks were used, what they could go over, how high they could go, what was the vertical on them, right? How many people they could accommodate, what sort of gears were in the engines, everything. When they were manufactured, when they were stopped from being manufactured, they knew everything. How many tanks were used in World War II, in which, depending on which country you came from, right? Who had the better tank? Everything. The size of the petrol container, everything. Seriously. Drove me nuts. That is a special interest. You know everything. You can't even recognise the person. What was it? Stephen Schwartz? You even got him wrong. Because it wasn't him, was it? Wicked is not your special interest, it's your obsession. They are different. Oh, wow, Vicky. But they know everything about them, don't they, Julie? And the second they get new information, they are so excited. Thank you, Betsy. And they tell you about it at least 10 times. Yes, but did you know that they've got this now, they've introduced this, and this affects that, which means that the tank can now do this. And it couldn't do that before, and they did it. Right? I know, right? They know everything. Believe me, they know everything, and they don't stop. And then all of a sudden, one day, you hear everything about tanks, and the next day, you hear nothing. Yeah. You hear nothing, because they've moved on. Seriously, Alphabet, oh, do you know what? Salem, they don't even know everything about Pokemon. Look at this one, it's really shiny. Hi, AJH. Elphaba is doing what Elphaba does best. Exactly, Yogi, they could. They absolutely could. But somebody, thank you, Titch, somebody with a special interest in Pokemon would know more than this one is my favourite. It's shiny. Are you kidding me? Right. I'll tell you this, Alphaba, right? AJH, I know. Unbelievable. In it. You'd never have thought it, would you? Oh, it was dreadful. It was dreadful. It was the... Did anyone see the Dubai chocolate review? That was deeply unpleasant. I'll never be able to unsee that. I'm going to eat the whole bar. Thank you, Global Darling. How are you? Oh, did you not? Oh, yes, Kaza. Oh, it was... They spent, I don't know how much money on chocolate, right? And then they were doing a review, you know, like a Dubai chocolate shredded wheat. Yeah, chocolate shredded wheat, apparently. Oh, bless. 20... how much? £20 for chocolate. Oh, I would moan if I ate chocolate. I would moan about spending £2 on it. Oh my God. Bath bombs. They don't have a bath. And I mean literally there is no bath in the apartment. Oh, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh, do you, Global? Wow. 70... £70. They are, yeah, they are one person. I know London is expensive, but £70 on what? On what? "30 minutes." 30 minutes is a long time in the life of Elphaba, you know. It's a long time. Surprised they managed to keep it up. Hair dye. Hair dye? Oh, good God. Oh, thank you, Gemma. Is it worth it, though, Gemma? I hear about it all the time. And just think, if anybody's creating that much of a fuss about a chocolate, it can't be very good. Thank you, Donna, love. Chocolate and hair dye. Okay. Oh, dear God. Thank you, Cassie, love. They're going blonde. A new pan instead of washing the one they had. That's a month's worth of food, Betty. Oh my God. Oh, Yogi. Maybe it'll fall out. Sorry. Yeah, Coops. B. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. Yes. Something is happening. Tesco's cat food. They spent their time today saying that they wanted to put the cat on more expensive cat food because it was better quality. Because Tesco's cat food was, rubbish. I know, Spencer. Sorry, I'm just... The cat is registered to a vet, but they're going to find a cheaper one. Oh my God. Right. Alphaba, I'm going to give you a clue here about adulting, okay? Right? Seems you claim to be one, every third Thursday of the month, right? I am getting a puppy. A beautiful little golden retriever puppy. Let me tell you what I've done. This puppy I am not due to get until the middle of January next year, okay? Let me tell you what I've done. I've insured the puppy, and the puppy is registered with my vet. I've also started a payment plan with the vets, which every vet does, whereby you can get the worming, the flea treatments, the everything for a year if you pay monthly. I've done all of that before I got the dog. And you've done what? Have you taken the cat that you got from somebody that you don't know for a health check? My puppy is coming to me having had a health check. What do you think the first thing I am going to do when I get that puppy? I'm going to take it for a health check. Not because I don't trust the person whom I'm getting the puppy from, but so that my vet has the records of what the starting place for the puppy is. Right? So have you taken your cat for a health check? First thing, updated the microchip. Because at the moment, if you lose that cat goes back to the owner. Because technically, the owner is the person who's registered on the chip. And you can't change that unless you have the chip details or you go to the vets and they scan it for you. Zach, Alphaba didn't know what a cat being in heat was. But you've just spent £70 in Tesco on hair products and chocolate. But you love your cat, right? Your cat saved your life, right? No one's taking the cat off you, right? It's not me, is it? I mean, I know I've got an inner ear infection, but as far as I'm concerned, it hasn't reached my brain yet. It's not me, is it? Oh my God. You say, Alphaba, that you are a cat mum. I can't tell you on how many levels that I find that offensive, okay? Cat mum, right? Your priority then, because you called the cat your daughter, in the adulting world, they are your priority. Now, I know that's not a word you're used to, but what that means is that cat is more important than you. And us pet owners, will go without to make sure our pets have what they need. But God forbid you go without hair products and chocolate. I would hire Frankie, darling. Thing is, if Elphaba is on universal credit, right, PDSA vets, straight away, wouldn't have to pay. Yeah. Oh, Julie, same. Right? My dog's dog food. Right, okay, Matt. My dog's dog food costs £8.50 for 6 tins. Oh, I know, Nessa. £8.50 for 6 tins, right? It's very expensive because it's grain-free. Thank you, Nessa. It's grain-free, so it doesn't have all the crap in it, right? And that was a choice I made. So I have to go and have beans on toast for a week so that my dog can eat the good stuff, then that is what I'm going to do. Beth, that's what we do. That is what we do, isn't it? Yeah, I factored in everything before saying I wanted a puppy. Yeah. I factored in everything. Costs, everything. Right? You just went, I want a cat, and if I want, I get. Yeah. I paid for an operation for my dog, even though I knew it wouldn't cure them. Thousands of pounds. And I knew it wouldn't cure them, but it would give them extra time. Thank you, Ria. I pay £28 a week to have my dog walked twice a week because I can't do it. And I will happily, when my dog is already registered with my dog walker, for when they are ready to go, and it'll be double that, and I'm happy to pay it because, as far as I'm concerned, and I know it's ridiculous, but my children and my animals come before me and my husband. And yet, Elphaba, you are single. You pay minimum rent. You're probably not paying council tax, right? You're doing all of this stuff. Yeah. You're doing all of this stuff. You've got all this money. Where are you getting the money from? That's another question I have, right? And you're spending it on you. Any chance I have extra money, do you know who I buy for? My stepdaughter and my pets. This is the first thing I have bought for myself in a very, very long time. And it's only because I'm wearing it now because I've got glands up on my neck because I've got an infection, right? But it's only now. And do you know why? Elphaba, right? Because I'm not putting the heating on yet. So I bought a warm jumper instead. And there's you spending money like it's going out of fashion. What the F is wrong with this world? Oh, Nessa. What's wrong with the world? Seriously? Thank you, Candy, darling. I will gift on here to help others. I don't. No, I know, Nessa. Neither am I. I have a big jumper on because I don't want to put the heating on. I really don't want to put the heating on. I would rather sit under 3 blankets and a woolly hat than put my heating on. And this was in the sale. I mean, I know I say to everybody, I don't know. I know I say to everybody that I'm comfortable. When I say I'm comfortable, thank you, Beth. What I mean is I can afford to eat. I can afford to keep my heating. Don't put costs up on me, but I'm fine. Yeah, exactly, Alice. I'm not frivolous with anything. Oh, lovely, Betsy. Well, I got one of them long body hot water bottles. Oh, can't wait. But I can't just go on holiday. Do you know what I mean? I can't drop everything. Family side. I am, Jen. I'm just like all of you, right? Which is another reason, thank you, Candy, that I don't spend money on myself. I don't use Misfits money for myself because I could. I could if I wanted to, but I don't. Because there are people in the community who are worse off than I am. Does my head in. Does my head in. And you're spending money on chocolate. And now you're going to eat a family-sized pie. Which all you would have to do is quarter it or cut it into thirds, right? And you've got 3 meals there. 3 meals. Yeah. Not yet, Andy. GDPR, they won't tell me much. Oh, Kyla, honest to God. Family-sized. Yeah.